like a Friday night. I'm living life crazy, going wild, like a Friday night. These wasted, on a Friday night. I'm living life crazy, going wild, like a Friday night. These wasted, on a Friday night. I'm living life crazy, going wild, like a Friday night. These wasted, on a Friday night.
Jules, word.
Like a Friday night.
What up, Nitro? Lady Soul, we live in life. Quan.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. You guys tuned into an episode of The Wunderkind Show. I'm your host, Nitro. What is up, everybody? Feeling a lot better, feeling a little more like myself. And yes, I'm sorry it's a later show. Just wanted to make sure I had some energy for you guys to give you guys if I was doing the morning show. Thank you for all the support, the love, and everything else. And if you guys have tuned in, you know that the Seahawks absolutely dismantled the Patriots. Now, guys, we're going to get into this, but first we're going to say is good morning to everybody, to check in on everybody, just to make sure everybody is good. King Blade, first in here, cook my Patriots. I'm going to. Good morning, bro. Good morning. Good, and Alexander Goodlin, good morning, good morning. Broski and Wonder, you already know what it is, bro. Wonder Cats. Oh! Zeke, hey, what's up, what up, what up, what up? Money Mike, good morning, what's up, bro? Ashley, always a pleasure to have you, madam. C. Brittle, always a pleasure to have you, madam. I'm doing a little better, just trying. When you lose somebody that's like that, it just, I mean, she was an amazing person, man. I wish all of you guys would have met her. Like, when you talk about a mother of a church, she's the personification of that, man, and she's just an amazing person, man, that I've known for years. Thank you, God, for all the prayers, though. And the family thanks you for all the prayers. Garrison A., salute. Jared, Nitro, this isn't shocking. Drake, man, the Patriots were getting by for a while, like last year's Chiefs. They got exposed in the Super Bowl. Ooh, it's actually a very good point. Very good point. Yeah, the Chiefs were getting by a lot last year. And then, yeah, very true. TGIF, good morning. Who else is in here? Zele, what up? Bruno Cap, if Luke makes that kick, we're in the Super Bowl. Now y'all see what I was trying to say? I'm going to be real with you. We're in the Super Bowl, but let me let you understand something. What the Seahawks would have did to our offensive line, it would have been a travesty. Whatever you thought, whatever you think, whatever you have imagined, the worst case scenario to happen to our offensive line, trust and believe the Seahawks would have did to our offensive line. We would have made it to the Super Bowl, but we would have got demolished. The only reason why we would even be in the game is because Lamar's Lamar. And remember, we'd have to hope that he's still 100%, that he can dip, dive, duck, and dodge. Because if he's not dip, dive, duck, and dodging, it'd be over. Over. You saw what they did to the Patriots O-line, and they had like one bad offensive lineman. We had 4 bad offensive linemen. We had 2 mid-offensive linemen, 3 bad offensive linemen. We would have got cooked. I'm talking about Hibachi. By the way, Shaquille Burton had to take another shot, saying that Sam Darnold is already not better in the playoffs. Yeah. It's funny. People just take shots, but it's cool. I always tell people, stay on that side because I keep receipts. But Torres, I tried to ride for my Patriots. Yeah. I have Horace. What's up, bro? And yeah, man, it's cool. You know, thank you, man. A lot of people telling me sorry, praying for me. It wasn't just me, man. Her sons, lost their mother, man. It's just, it was devastating, bro. Like, I got people in the church right now. Matter of fact, there's people at her job that are still crying all weekend. Some of them called out of work, they still crying. She was that good of a person. Or even in a workplace, she made a difference, like a lasting difference on people's lives, like one in a million type of woman. I salute her. So much respect. But yeah, T-Lug, good morning, what up? All right, guys, let's get into this. Yesterday, so my predictions were a little off, right? I said there'd be like, 37-14? I believe there'll be like 37-14, something like that. It ended up being 29-13. Now, guys, once again, the Seahawks could have put up more points. Let's just keep it a buck. They took, which was part of the caveat, take their foot off the gas if they're up a lot. I mean, Drake May had 230 passing yards in the fourth quarter. It was over. Yeah, so I did not see the comeback. And see, that's why I say for people to stop stat watching. Because if you actually go and say, oh, I'm a stat watch and everything else, then you would look at it and say, okay, he played good. But if you watch the whole game and certain stuff like that, and I was in and out of the game because I wasn't mentally, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like one of those things where you're just going in and out of the game. I was watching Snow White and Seven Doors, and I had the game on my phone. My daughter was watching it with me, and she wanted to watch it. So she's watching Snow White, and I'm looking at my phone, and I'm just like, and I'm laughing. Oh, yeah, Stephon Diggs lost the game and his boo. That's right. There's always that one person that will always have your heart. You never seen it coming because you're blinded from the start. Cardi, you're that one for me. It's there for everyone to see. Oh, baby. Oh. You will always be my boo. I'm dead serious with you, bro. Nitro, why do Eagles fans take so many shots? Because they got nothing better to do. But yeah, man, it's really something to watch that game go down. But I was just laughing watching. Check this out. So I called a Cooper Kupp touchdown, which was wrong. I thought he was going to score. You already know who the MVP went to. Went to the running back, rightfully so. The running back played not only an amazing game, he was absolutely just steady. He was the steady force that game for the Seahawks offensively. There were a lot of plays that Sam Darnold missed. But that running back kept churning out yards, and they stuck to the plan. They understood what was on the line. They're like, okay, defense is playing good. We're still scoring here, and then let's keep the pressure on. Certain stuff like that. Sam Darnold was 19-38, 202 yards, a touchdown, 1 sack. He had 1 sack. Running back, Walker, 27 carries for 135 yards, 5 yards a pop, 0 touchdowns. Kupp, of course, like I said, led everybody in receiving yards, 6 or 7 for 61 yards, 10 a pop. A.J. Barner had a touchdown, 454. Jackson Smith and Jigba was 4 of 27. And I had said that if y'all watch the scores and predictions, I specifically pointed that out, that they were going to do whatever it takes to take Smith and Jigba out of the game. They did not want JSN taking over that game and opening it up. Why? They're like, we're going to make this dirty. Yeah, I know that old song, Let's Get Dirty. So that's what I believe that they were going to do. Okay? Now, Kupp got the most receptions off of that because of it. Very steady. Longest reception, the whole 9. He was the steady hand through the air. And I know Patriots, once again, Drake May, 27-43, 295 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He was sacked 6 times. That's a lot. He also led his team in rushing yards. That's crazy. 5 carries for 37 yards. You know, receiving, Mike Collins, 4 receptions for 78 yards and a touchdown. D. Douglas had 5 for 45. Stevenson had 5 for 40 and a touchdown. Stephon Diggs had 3 of 37. And out of that, 1 catch was for 26. So he pretty much didn't do much outside of that in the game. I thought Hunter Henry would also be in the game to grab a touchdown. He did not. Listen, guys. The Seahawks won. I was off by 8 points by their total. I was right about Sam Darnold. I believe, rushing yards, if I'm not mistaken. I think I was right on that. Yeah, I was. Or no, I was right below because he had 5. So I was wrong about that, but almost. A lot. It's never happened. We don't need a defensive head coach. Everyone said we need an offensive head coach, but Mike Cook. Yeah, Mike Cook, but he's the exception, right? Like, when let's be real. The head coaches that have won the Super Bowl, right, have all been offensive minds. The last one since now Mike McDonald was Bill Belichick. All of the other ones are offensive-minded coaches. Bruce Arians, Sean McVay, Andy Reid. So I'm trying to wonder, like, I get, once again, we had this discussion already. I get wanting defense to be stronger, but just because you don't have a defensive head coach does not mean your defense is not going to be good. Like I said, this is the first time the Ravens have had a defensive-minded head coach, and the Ravens have had some of the greatest defenses to ever be assembled in the NFL, and they never had a defensive head coach. They had special teams, offense, one special teams, 2 offensive coordinators, two offensive head coaches, 1 special team head coach. All the rest, and it had some of the greatest defenses of all time. So it's not specifically needed. But I do get what you guys are trying to say. You want defense to be more of a forefront for the Ravens to get back into that notion of, like, this is Raven football, smash mouth, everything else. And I agree with that. But you don't need a defensive head coach to get that. You don't. You don't. And I'm not gonna lie to you. How am I skipping? Both head coaches last night were defensive coaches. Yes, both. But once again, that is extremely rare. That, like, Matt, we can go. Listen, we can go through the last Super Bowl winners, right? Let's see. List the Super Bowl winners. Let's go down this. Because I'm telling you, it's been mostly the last like 10 or 15 years, it's been offensive minded. And that's where people have. All right, Philly, offensive. Kansas City, offensive. Los Angeles Rams, offensive. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, offensive. Kansas City, offensive. Philadelphia Eagles, before that one, offensive. New England Patriots was the last time, 2019, when they won. When they won it in 2019, I believe it was. Yeah. That was the last defensive coach. Then Eagles. Then New England again. Then Broncos. It's been mostly like offensive-minded. Now, before then, you could say, oh, it's been more defense. Because you got Pittsburgh, New England's winning it. New York Giants is winning it. Baltimore winning it. Seattle's winning it. But them last 10 years, yeah. Last night shows it's a moot point. Listen, I look at it more like this. I get where everybody's coming from. Defense is going to be needed, and you have Lamar Jackson, so if you tandem that, it should be something special to watch. I just need a team that's not going to hold them back. I need an offensive line. Once again, you know what last night proved to me? If you have a crappy offensive line, you're not going to be able to do anything. Drake May was second in MVP voting. Bad offensive line play, he got demolished. Last year, Patrick Mahomes, right? He was one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Bad offensive line play, he looked garbage. He looked like a steaming pile of excrement. That's not conjecture, that's fact. Both of them did. Both. And if you keep going down that line, every single one that got Tom Brady, when he had 50 passing touchdowns, he had to go against the Giants, and they started hitting him, and his offensive line was getting demolished. What happened? The trenches have to be taken care of on both sides of the ball. If we're doing that, we're winning. I don't see how we don't win. Personally, I do not see how we do not win. I get it that they're young and everything else, but still, it's something that, bruh. No O-line, no Super Bowl facts. It has period trenches. You're darn right, T. Like, this is something that has to be, like, if EDC comes out and be like, oh, it's just because of the coaching. We'll be fine. Falele is fine. Voorhees is fine. Everything is fine. I need someone to go see him and slap him really hard. Like, slap just pure sense into him. Because there's no way on God's green earth you watch that game and didn't see just how important offensive line is. If a quarterback feels pressure, he's probably not going to play well. When Tom Brady played bad in the playoff, even sometimes, and he won a lot of games he played bad in. See, people don't like to bring it up with Brady. They're like, oh, it's because he made the last. Do you know how many games Tom Brady looked absolutely horrible in? A lot. But his teammates did their jobs. But every game, you know what it was? It wasn't that they were doing something on the back end. It was that they were getting pressure. Consistent pressure. A lot of times up the middle pressure. And what did they used to say about him? He started tap dancing like the late, great Gregory Hines. That's what Tom Brady was doing. You wanted to be Peyton Manning? Same difference. Bill Belichick made sure to hit him often. And all of a sudden, he started playing bad. Drew Brees, same difference. Hit him up the middle. He's a smaller quarterback. This whole notion that, oh, because you have a great quarterback, he'll just make everything work is stupid. Build the team just like if you had a sucky quarterback. It's common sense. A great quarterback raises your ceiling and raises your floor. If you already have an amazing team, if you add an amazing quarterback to that, you have a dynasty. The absolute laziness that they've taken to building these teams in Baltimore is absolutely laughable. And people keep letting them off the hook. Oh no, they were okay the other year. Yeah, they were okay. Once again, that was Mike. This proves that was more Mike Macdonald. You know what I can tell you that was more Mike Macdonald than anything else? The Seahawks were the 29th ranked defense before Mike Macdonald. This year they were the 5th. When we had him over here, he had older Jadeveon Clowney, a washed-up guy off the couch named Kyle Van Noy. Y'all seem to be forgetting those facts and turn them into chef's kiss. He's a defensive prodigy. So and that's another thing. People thinking, oh, we're going to hit on that again like that. I mean, you might get a guy that's good, maybe even great, but Mike Macdonald's already proven to be one of the best, the top 5 head coaches in this game. That man EDC better do his job. I'm glad that you don't promote ads like The Vote. I'm paying for premium and still yet y'all promote these companies. Might as well get rid of PD. Oh gosh, man! Listen, I wish I had somebody I wish I had something to promote. It'll probably pay me something. SWFP, a shout out to you for the donation. Thank you so much, man. God bless. God bless. We should have won COI Coach of the Year. Yeah. You know what's crazy? I get why he didn't. Because let's be real. Second year quarterback in the MVP. The Patriots looked like they were dead in the water and became one of the best teams in the league. And they still had a lot of holes on that team, but still under the tutelage of Vrabel. So, and I knew that was going to be it because Vrabel takes a lot of his coaching cues from Bill Belichick. And that's why I figured this was going to be a blowout. But Vrabel's one of those guys, the old Bill Belichick way, will kill you by 1,000 cuts. Like, Bill Belichick is like, we want high percentage throws. Go make a play. Pick up the first down, hold the ball. Do not lean over the line, nothing. We're going to get the first down old-fashioned way. And they would just and doing that. And it was almost like an extended run game. Because the ball was out of Brady's hands so quick, he was never in threat of taking a hit. Also, it kept him clean, kept him injury-free, and it gave the defense rest because they were just working the ball up slowly. So it gave the defense time to sit on the bench to catch their wind. And I know that's how he is. But like I said, the Seahawks kept hitting their offense so hard. The Patriots offense played well. I mean, the Patriots defense played well. It's just that the offense gave them nothing. That's all it was. The offense gave them nothing. There were some plays that you were watching, you were like, Vrabel wasn't a great player, isn't a good coach. Nah, bro. Come on now, Horse. Listen, let me be real with you. This is why you can't. This is why I wholeheartedly disagree with you. I'm going to tell you why. And this is being real. You know I'm a Lamar guy. Lamar and Josh Allen have had trouble going to even the AFC Championship game. We know a lot of the stuff are the team's fault. We know that. Mike Vrabel, without a top quarterback, went to the AFC Championship game with Tannehill. People seem to forget that. And he had the best record 1 year in the league as a Tennessee Titan head coach. They didn't have a lot of crazy weapons and all that stuff. You had a young A.J. Brown, Derrick Henry, and Ryan Tannehill. That's all you had. Rest is defense. And they made it to the AFC Championship game and had the best record in the AFC too 1 year. Then you're like, oh, well, that was lucky. Then he goes all the way over to New England and gets them to the Super Bowl with a super young quarterback. Hey, what's good, coach? I always said, Laval and actually really believe he did that based on them being a good team. Yeah. Listen, we're Raven fans, right? We know it's not easy going to the AFC Championship game. It's not promised. And we know it's not hard. And we know it's super hard going to the Super Bowl. He's been to the AFC Championship game with two different franchises. And neither of them had elite quarterback play. Well, now you're going to say elite quarterback play because of Drake May. But y'all know what I'm saying. Like, he's not, even though Drake May was an MVP, he's not a top 5 quarterback. Let's just keep it a buck. Money Mike, if not for him, they would have scored 40 plus. Whew. Don't care what side any team is leaning on, whatever is offensive or defensive side, whatever team is leaning on, is still need to play complementary football in all three facets. Yes, and that's what people don't understand. Yeah, they had a weak schedule. But to be fair, Lamar has been the only, MVP that has one MVP that actually had hard schedules. Cam Newton's MVP, he had a horrible schedule, super easy schedule. Josh Allen's super easy schedule. Even a couple of Tom Brady's were super easy. I had a list of it. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. There was a list I had that showed it. It really showed it. Let's see if I can find it. And it broke down and showed, where they were ranked. I was like, wow. It was kind of funny. I'm not going to lie to you. No. I guess I don't have it. I don't like that. Man, that makes me mad. I thought I had that. But yeah. Oh, no, I do got it. Yeah, I do got it. I got it. All right, 2024, Josh Allen's rank for schedule was 29. 2023, Lamar's was 7th. Patrick Mahomes was 28th in 2022. Aaron Rodgers was 23. Aaron Rodgers in 2020 was 25. Lamar Jackson in 2019 was 14. Patrick Mahomes was 17. Tom Brady was 25th. Cam Newton was 32, the easiest schedule. And then Matt Ryan was 18. Lamar Jackson had 2 of the hardest schedules winning MVP in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seasons. All of them, all the other ones had easy schedules. Tom Brady was, his schedule was ranked 25th in 2017. Aaron Rodgers was 25th also, and 23rd. Then Patrick Mahomes had the 28th easiest schedule. Josh Allen the 29th. And I'll be trying to tell you, they've been doing that. That's why I laugh with the narrative being like, oh, you remember when it was like, oh, Lamar was, he was, what's that word I'm looking for? He was just trying to get stats by staying in the game and certain stuff like that, buffing up his stats. I'm like, bro, your quarterback is feeding on fodder week in and week out. It's nasty work, bro. Now that Darren Losky argued recently that he voted for Stafford because when it comes to MVP, stats have to matter. Oh, that big-headed buffoon. I can't stand him. Joanne said Jansen had a 90-yard touchdown and Shaheed has like a 60-yard touchdown, but Darnold overthrew both. Yeah, Darnold didn't play. Listen, guys, stat padding. Thank you, T. I don't know. My mind's not all the way there, guys. I'm like, you can start by the eyes. I'm not all the way there, but I'm trying. I really am. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm giving it all I got, but I am sorry. Yeah, and that's why I was saying that he did not play well. Neither quarterback played well. If Sam Darnold steps into a couple of those throws, sets his feet properly, gets his arm tightened in there, we're looking at, this could have been the Seahawks versus Broncos level blowout. They would have had it would have been like 40-13. And that's, people don't like to bring that up when you're looking at these, this stuff. I'll tell you, it is ridiculous because it's like you're giving these other guys props for what you're using to condemn somebody else. But like I said, the Seahawks, Mike McDonald, and you know what? I want to say something too. And I want to say this. Hopefully I got the energy to say this loud and proud. How dare some Raven fans that are in their feelings about other Raven fans being mad about Mike McDonald? Like, how dare? Like, I got a problem with that, bro. Like, I really do. Like, I get it. Oh, stop complaining. He's gone. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, a lot of people that are saying that was pro Harbaugh. They were pro Greg Roman. So now, I got to be like, okay, right? We should have had this guy, even though I wasn't doing that. I said, he should have been here. It is what it is. But I'm mad he's not. It is, we move on. But it's like you're getting mad at fans for bringing up the fact that we should have kept him. Oh, stop whining. When the same person saying that wanted to keep John Harbaugh for all these years, that wanted to keep Greg Roman, that didn't see nothing wrong with Greg Roman, that saw nothing wrong with what EDC was putting on the team. Same ones thought Prochet was a good receiver. Duvernay was a great receiver. They're just not using them to the fullest of their capabilities. Miles Boykin was a good receiver. Willie Snead was a good receiver. Sammy Watkins was only a half of the ACL. Good receiver. No, Coach, it was more than one person. It was more than one person. It was way more than one person. Way more than one person. It wasn't just one person that said that, Coach. Not even close. Like when I turned on my phone into Twitter last night, I was on there because I had a little bit of trouble sleeping. And I think I went on there at about 1:30 in the morning because I believe there was a couple spaces still open and stuff like that. And I wasn't in the space, but I was just going through checking, Twitter in its entirety. And there was multiple people that said that, came out and said that. And I'm like, mind you, these are some, and there was, mind you, there's people that personally came at me and did this. So I'm talking from like a personal standpoint, like, I remember you. I told y'all before, when I was happy Pro Shea got a job to go somewhere else. But I had people telling me he was the second coming of what's it called? of Antonio Brown. And I'm like, nah, bro. Y'all out here wilding, bro. Like, yo. I was like, yo, who mans is this?
Oh!
Yo, hold up. You don't remember people were saying that Duvernay was like Debo Samuels? That's what's crazy. People don't remember what people were saying. They say, yo, we got Duvernay. He's like Debo. I'm like, for real, he is? Huh. Miles Boykins built like DK Metcalf, bro. We just gotta give him targets. For real? Listen, I just want change. I just want change. Who didn't say what? Listen, you know what's funny? Listen, I used to be in a lot of spaces. Matter of fact, I'm part of the reason why I believe Ing don't really be in spaces like that no more, because it's not that we don't remember. I personally don't let that bother me. That's what I'm trying to say. But it's the people that are telling was like pro the everything else. So I'm looking at it like, how dare you? Like, yo, like, how are you dare gonna tell me how to be a fan when I've been correct this entire time? Like, stop. Like, yo, how are you gonna nah, for real, let's be real. Like, this has been the problem with the Ravens, because a lot of us have, or not us, not me, but a lot of Raven fans have had the purple blinders on for a long time about everything when it came to the Ravens. It's just now that people are starting to take off those blinders. Thank God. Like, yo, I can't tell you how much time. Listen, I can't tell you how much time I got cussed out, bro. How am I being disingenuous? How? Bro, listen, I'm gonna show you how bad it was, right? I can look up his name. There was one dude on there on Twitter. I'll never forget this. I had said that Raven fans are going to one day come out, because Ryan Tannehill went to the AFC Championship game, and say they'd rather Ryan Tannehill than Lamar Jackson, right? He called me a fool, an idiot. Now, to be fair, I properly responded. I wasn't rude. I said, look, I'll tell you what. I've been doing this a while. Okay? I promise you, in 72 hours, there's going to be multiple people coming out there and saying that. On here, Raven fans, proud Raven fans that you know, they're going to come out there and say that. He was just like, that's never going to happen. You just talking out of here. I was like, okay, just be a man and tell me that you'll apologize to me when that comes out. Not even 24 hours later. And I remember he started cussing them out. I was like, yo, my bad, bro. I can't believe that they're doing. Like, this is what, yeah, you can't even send super chats no more. That's why the Cash App is there. YouTube, if you don't know, if everybody's here, YouTube demonetized both of my channels. Yeah, it wouldn't even let me appeal either one of them. So that's been fun. So yeah, it's been a rocky start of the season, if anybody knows, or a year. Yeah, both channels, The Wunderkind Show and The Wunderkind Morning Show, was demonetized. Yeah. And when trying to appeal, it would not let me appeal. It would only allow if you send a Cash App. It's not going to let that's another thing. For anything that you guys sent before, it'll either, if it was early enough, it'll refund it, or not, YouTube keeps it. So all of that stuff, I'm not getting none of it. YouTube took like $4,000. Because with both channels combined, If I'm being realistic with you, 100%, I'm being transparent. They took about $4,000. So it's not like a little tap on the, no. Yeah. So pissed is, y'all don't understand how hard that has been. And they didn't even say for 2 months or 1 month, 3 months. So yeah. And I've tried everything to get in. And they even pretty much said, look, you're having trouble. We can see that you're having trouble doing it, but you're just going to have to wait the 90 days. We're sorry about that. Dead serious with you. That was their answer to me. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I've been going through it, bro. So if you got any if you want to pray for somebody, pray for me. I'm going to be selfish in this. Send the prayers, please. I need Jesus. I need the Holy Trinity, Holy Spirit, Jesus, and the Father. I need all three of them working in cohesion to help me. Bless me. I know Coach is sitting there probably like, dang. Bro, I was like, you got to be kidding me. And then everybody has told me, like, bigger channels, much bigger than mine, much bigger than my channel, have told me all of them that went through it. YouTube does it to all of them. Everybody that I know right now that has 100K or more channels, right? YouTube has done it to, at least once. And they just gave him a crappy reason. One of them went through the same thing. They couldn't. And I asked him, I said, well, how'd you get around it? He's like, I tried. I couldn't do nothing. I just had to eat the, at the time, I believe his was 60 days. He just had to bite the bullet in, for 60 days. So, yeah. That was fun. So we'll get to see, hopefully, everything get rectified by April. April, I'll be remonetized, most likely. At the end of April, I believe this channel cannot be remonetized until April 3rd. April 30th, I'm sorry. The other one's April 14th. So, yeah. You gave credit to McDonald for letting Clowney and KVN do well, but don't recognize Roman. Made all those receivers look bad. Nobody did good except 8 at that time. Well, didn't what's his name get 1,000 yards receiving? Didn't Willie Snead have 1,000 yards receiving? Didn't he under Roman? Excuse me, or almost? Yeah, you're not wrong on that, I have horse. You're very right on that. You're very right on that. You're not wrong. Listen, if you're right, I'm going to tell you you're right. I'm not going to argue with. I don't believe in that. If someone's right, just because it might go against what I want, just because they're right. No, I'm going to go against. That's stupid to me. I'm not. No, you're 100% correct. Roman had a very key role in not getting the most out of the weapons that we did have. That is very true. Snead, and them were decent receivers. But think about this. Lamar's going on to year 9. He's never had a true number 1. He's never had a top 10 guy on the outside. He's never had that. Never. Heck, he's never had a top 15 guy. He's never had a top 20 guy. Every other quarterback has. Every other quarterback has. For multiple seasons. Yeah, no, it doesn't. So King Lee, no, it does not go straight to my. So Coach knows this. So when you send a super chat, it is put together with whatever you're getting from YouTube, from the commercials, and they lump it together and they give it to you, and you get paid the 21st through the 24th, based on if it lands on a weekend, right? And they took all of that away, all of it. All of it. Every dime. I have already not gotten anything off of this, the Wunderkind morning show. Nothing in January. And I got nothing in December for the Wunderkind morning show. Then I got nothing now for this one, for nothing for February. So far. Okay, that's what it was. Okay, Joanne. I think he had 1,000 yards with I'm thinking about the one season he had 1,000 yards with the Saints. That's what I'm probably thinking of. My bad. I'm sorry, guys. Thank you for reminding me. My mind. We have a special prize for anybody who can guess how many times Jared typed that. Where's Jared? Where's Jared? My bad, Jay. Nitro, didn't Dan say last year that the MVP wasn't a stat award? Oh, yes, he did. But once again, he only changes it up to fit his narrative. That's why I have a problem with the voters. And people are getting mad now with the other voters for the Hall of Fame. It's like, bro, they've been trash. I brought this up before. Like, the voters for the awards and for the Hall of Fame have been trash. They're just now calling it out because of what happened to Bill Belichick and now Robert Kraft. That's why I laugh at that junk, bro. And I said this last time when I was live. I said that if you didn't say nothing for Brian Dawkins, Bill Parcells, Terrell Owens, Chris Carter, you know what I'm saying, and others, I don't want to hear you complain about Bill Belichick. I don't want to hear you complain about Robert Kraft, because they've been doing this crap. Guys that should be first ballot Hall of Famers taking it away, making it wait 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years to get in, when first ballot should be next to their name. They earned it. How dare you try to take that away? How dare you? That and King Lee, that's another reason why I put the Cash App down there. It's the only, if you're gonna, as I'm telling you guys, if you want to donate to the channel, that's the only way I can get donations. That way or going to the Patreon. Those are the only two ways I can, and you know what I'm saying, for either Patreon or that's the only way. So yeah, they've done me so dirty, but everybody, Ing went through it, Ing Raven went through it. My boy from your boy Rock Lee went through it. It's just a lot. YouTube does it to everybody at least once. So I was talking to Jose. Shout out to Jose from Lunch Break Hot Take. He was even saying, he's like, they do that to just take your money. That's what they do. That's exactly what he told me. They do it just to take your money, bro. And I truly believe that. I truly believe that, because if whatever I earned, give me up to what I earned then. No, we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna keep that. You're not. Did anybody see that they get a refund? No. So where that money going to? Between both channels, just for this upcoming month, I would have did over $3,000 for both channels, and they took all of that away. That's not including the previous month they took from that one too. So yeah. So we got through February. What? We're a quarter of the way through February, and we got to get through March, which absolutely sucks, because that's what I'm trying to tell you. This year has been totally terrible so far. I thought that I was so excited for this year, and they have this year has been absolutely like ball shattering. Ball shattering. Oh my God. JM for a blessed day with a $20 donation. Yes. I got it. Thank you so much for that. God bless. All he said was blessed day from JM. Thank you so much for that, bro. Best Nation donation. That's the only way I can get it. Cash App. Yep. But thank you so much for that. Yeah. Oh, and I want to say shout out to New Beginnings. They donated $14 also. Yes, saying she said that my husband watches your show daily. You make his day. Shout outs to you and your husband for the support, and I'm glad that I can put a smile on his face. God bless. I do try. I do try. Thank y'all so much for that, guys. God bless. Best Nation donation. But yeah, man. So yeah, YouTube crooking, bro. I pray to God that Coach and them don't ever have to go through this. I believe Hendo went through it already. I believe that Yolanda's been so amazing. Shout out to Yolanda. Oh my God. Do you know that I was sleeping? I didn't even know, because I was in and out, because the family was rocked by what happened with the news. And she literally took one entire episode and all donations, everything, she gave it to the Wunderkind Show. She made one entire episode and all donation and everything and put it into the Wunderkind Show. And I already said thank you and everything on the Wunderkind Show, but I wanted to make sure I say it again. I was so surprised. I was dumbfounded. I was like, and all she had was words of prayer for me. She was like, brother in Christ, I just want to tell you, keep your head up. We know you're going through it, but we love you. Keep going forward. It gave me pause. I was like, what a person. Like, oh my God. Like, all I asked from everybody was just prayers. She dedicated an entire episode, and everything that was donated to the episode donated it to this channel. So yeah, and I'm gonna keep. I know she doesn't want me to be that. She really picked the wrong one. Then you're not gonna bless me like that, and I don't speak up. Oh no. Oh no, because she didn't have to do nothing. She didn't have to lift a finger, and she did. And I know she's not in here, but I just want to tell her again, thank you. It goes without, like, beyond words. Because I'm not going to lie to you, I almost didn't go live today. Listen, man, like, yo, y'all don't recognize or understand how bad this hit. Like, when you have somebody that's moving around the way that this woman was moving around, and then they just pass away like that. It shocked the entire church. And my church is a very close-knit church. We're like a big family. It's not the biggest of churches, but we got a good amount of members. And people were bawling. There's a couple ladies at her job that called out even till today. It happened on Friday because they just couldn't. They're just lethargic. I had no energy, bruh. The little bit of energy that I have, I gave it all to my little girl. Because I was like, all right, baby, you know what I'm saying? You want to go out, okay? You know, you do your daddy duties. You can't turn that off. Outside of that, all I wanted to see the inside of a pillow. That's it. As strong as I am. It's one of the few times in my life for all that strength, all the bravado, I felt useless. I felt useless, bro. Usually, this is my greatest weapon, my mind. I usually outthink and do certain things a certain way. And my teachers growing up would always tell me, like, I was in, certain courses and certain stuff like that in advanced. And my parents used to tell me, like, you got to use that for good, not evil. So I've been so used to it. If my mind can't do it, then my muscles can. There's nothing I can't overcome. And I felt powerless. And I sat there. I remember going into the room. I was the last person to see her. And I remember sitting down. And I had prayed about something. I said, look, God, you know what I'm saying? If it's your will, fine. But if it can't, please wake her up. Because, this woman was like a mother to me. A second mom to me. She's like my mom's sister. Straight up. Known her for over 25 years. We're talking about vacations together. Prayers together. When my child was born, everything. She's there for it all. You don't meet many people in life that can touch that many people in a positive way. You don't. And we lost a good one, bro. A great one. An irreplaceable one. So, yeah. And I was down. I had nothing. And to see, you know what I'm saying, so many people reaching out. The video I put out, because I was sorry. I was like, I have no energy. And my daughter was like, Daddy, are you going to go record? I said, I don't got it. I'm just going to tell everybody I can't. But I just, out of respect to you guys and how you guys support, I just couldn't just be like, no, I'm not going live or not putting out no videos for today. That would have been disrespectful to you guys for how much commitment you put in supporting the channel. So I put out the video and I said, yo, just to let you guys know what happened. there was over 210 comments of pretty much just prayer. Like, we got you, bro. We praying for you. We praying for your family. Praying for your church. Like, not just me, but the people that I deal with. You guys are showing up. So like I said before, I was humbled, and I was just I told my mother, I was like, Ma, and she was like, yeah, and I showed her. She was like, oh my gosh. And then you got somebody like Yolanda come off the top rope and dedicate an entire video. Word, I can't listen. I'll never forget that. And I swear, I'll make sure I pay it forward. Believe that. I'm a man of my word. I will be paying it forward. Because, yeah, I mean, not every day could be a rainy day. Sun has to shine. And when I shine, I promise you I will be paying it forward. Okay, I'm back. I've avoided the YouTube drama. Yeah, listen, I'm glad that you haven't had gotten any of that, Coach. It's heartbreaking, bro. Like right now, like, I monetized 2 separate channels. Coach, you know how hard that is. Like, anybody that has done YouTube or content creation, they know how hard it is to get one channel monetized. I finally got 2 channels monetized. I busted my tail for that. And you take away both monetizations. Not one, both. And look me in my face. And you know what they told me? This is the funniest thing that got me. It wasn't even that the Wunderkind Show did anything. It's literally saying because they demonetized the Wunderkind Morning Show, right? Any channel that I operate, they're going to demonetize that channel too. The Wunderkind Show was only demonetized because I have access to both channels. Mind you, y'all don't know this. I made a church channel called TCC Media. That's a channel where I put up Christian shorts for my church out because I do a lot of stuff. So I was like, this is my way to contribute to the church. So when they go live on Sundays for the for the service, it goes live on Sundays, and then I put out a short every single day. And do you know that they had blacklisted the channel? Like it was like we went from like 1,000, 1,200, 1,300 views per short. It was doing very well to each short was getting like 1, 2, maybe 5 views for weeks. So yeah. It doesn't even have to have the same, that's all I'm trying to tell you. It doesn't even have to have the same email. As long as Nitro's operating it, they'll demonetize it. So yeah, that junk, I was like, bro, y'all serious? So that's what I'm trying to say. The Wunderkind Show didn't even get dinged for anything. They literally just did it because the Wunderkind Morning Show got dinged. So because the Wunderkind Morning Show got dung, they dung everything that I did or touch. Yeah, so yeah, that junk hurts. I'm like, so yeah, it is what it is. Because I show my face, that's why. So yeah. But guys, once again, I just want to say thank you to everyone that has supported the channel, supported me. This is the last time I'm going to bring it up. Hopefully, God can get everybody through it. The prayers get everybody through it. Still a lot of people are reeling. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully everything gets rectified. I can't do this without you guys. I know it's a lot to ask, but if you guys want to donate or become members to the Patreon, it will help during this tumultuous time. So you'll see the Patreon link in the description. If you click it and want to be there, there's $5, $10, or $25 tiers. It's there. Then if you say, I just want to donate, right there, Cash App, hit the link. It's also on the link on the page itself. Click it and you'll be able to, support the channels. Because that's the only way we're making anything right now, which is crazy, but it is what it is. But guys, that's an episode of the Wunderkind Morning Show. Everyone's a fan of Sit the Tally's work. That's my guy. Shout out to Coach. That's my guy. Last quick question, guys, before we close. If you had to get 10 yards, 4th down, game on the line, you got to get 10. You got the pocket collapsed. You got to get 10 yards. which quarterback on this list are you picking? Before we even say anything, you know who I'm picking. But out of these quarterbacks, who are you picking? Let me know.
3, 4, 6,
Love you too, Audrey Cole. Thank you so much.
5,
I think I'll be okay for tonight.
1.
Oh my God, Roy with a $50 donation. I got it. Roy, yes. For anything you need it for, bro, sorry for your loss. Shout outs to you. Thank you so much for that, Roy. I did get it with a $50. That's massive. That is a massive donation. Thank you so much for that. God bless. Oh my God, Best Nation donation. And then Miss Grimes also with a $10 donation. Yes. We will be reading them for Just Know Your Strength Will Never Go Unnoticed. Thank you so much for that, guys. Best Nation donation. Thank you. Thank you. From the heart. I'm serious. Y'all have no idea. Thank y'all so much. God bless. Thank y'all, guys. Okay, so Coach said this is a setup. How's this a setup? King Blaze said LJ or Vic. That's my two. If I got to pick 10 yards, LJ or Vic. I don't see how it's anybody else, but some people say, okay, Mike said Cam Newton. Kingley said Lamar. Shifty Sean said Prime Mahomes for sure. Love Lamar, though. Okay, all right. Even though if I got to pick up 10 yards, it's either Vic or Lamar. 10 yards, pocket collapsing. I get it because completing the passing with his pocket collapsing, Patrick Mahomes has been known to do that. He's made a whole career of doing that. So, yeah, he gonna get that flag or the PI. Dr. Kush said, Gardner, who? Bro. Lamar, that wasn't even prime Lamar. That was young Lamar. Lamar's going in his prime now. Don't worry. Yeah, like, the crazy thing is we were just running Lamar way, way more. Lamar the other year almost ran for 1,000 yards, which is crazy. Oh, my God, that's crazy. It's a Carter bitch you. The lion must have had falala voice. I'm telling y'all, bro, it's nasty work out here, bro. Nasty work. But guys, that's the episode of the Wonder Kid Morning Show. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the prayer. Coach, I'll check in with you to see if I'm still good for tonight. Hopefully I am. I think I'll be, because I don't like leaving anybody hanging. So I'll probably be good for tonight, Coach. We'll make sure we get that in, okay, guys? But I just want to tell everybody, thank you for the love, the support, and I'm going to keep trying to build. You know, it's a tough time, but if everybody, can find in your hearts to just help out a little, we can make it through this and get back to April and get back to business. You feel me? And like I said, we're trying to build a network. I'm truly trying to build a network. So I'm going to keep going until the wheels fall off. And I think I'm going to get it. I really think I'm going to get it. And if I can make a network, it's going to open up the doors for a lot of other creators to fulfill their dreams. So let's try to keep going, guys. But thank y'all so much. God bless. I love you guys. Keep me in prayer. Keep everyone in my circle in y'all prayer. And y'all know my slogan. Peace. And I'm out of here, guys. Yeah. Yerp.
Finish him, Daddy.